Remember, we have said it is the process by which a solid converts directly into a gas. Actually, even that gas directly converts into the solid. Okay, so we have examples of substances that can convert directly into gas, like iodine, iodine crystals are silvery in color, but when you heat them, they immediately turn into a purple vapor. Very nice purple, okay, which is the iodine vapor. And when it's cool, it is cooling down, it cools down to crystals again, okay, of iodine. The other one is what we call dry ice. Do you know about dry ice? Okay, dry ice is actually solid carbon dioxide. Now this solid carbon dioxide in air can be cooled to form a solid. This solid, like I said earlier, have you been to a concert or have you seen one on TV? Or have you seen wrestling on TV? Say when maybe one of the wrestlers is coming out, there's a smoke that comes up. Because sometimes it has very many. Once it is exposed to higher temperatures, it doesn't even convert into a liquid. It simply turns into gas already. Okay, that's how it comes out really fast, and it's fun to look at. And also, we have other substances which probably you have not heard of, but you're going to, interact with them as you go on in chemistry. One of them is what we refer to as ammonium chloride. Iron-free chloride is brown in color, and when you heat it, it simply turns into a brown vapor. Ammonium chloride is white in color, and when you heat it, it simply turns into a white film, a white thick film, much like a cloud. Now, we have looked at changes of state of matter, and just to remind us, we can have solid to liquid, then liquid to gas, okay, to gas, and then we can have a direct change. Okay, we can also have gas to liquid and liquid to solid. Now, when converting from a solid to liquid, we add heat, okay? And when heating takes place, the particles, remember this kinetic theory we talked about, the particles gain kinetic energy, okay? So, on conversion from solid to liquid, we have increase in kinetic energy of particles. What we mean by that is that the particles, they gain momentum, they start to be excited and they start moving, okay? They start to move. And as they start to move, they start by vibrating because at first they can't move. But when the heat increases, they even now start to move. And as you continue increasing the heat, they move even faster, okay? Move even faster. And when the temperature is high enough, finally, the solid now converts into a liquid. Hence, some of the other forces we said, like the ropes, break down, are cut. Yeah? So the substance becomes a liquid where particles can easily flow or slide past each other. Now, when converting the liquid to a solid, okay, movement of particles of particles decreases. The kinetic energy of the particles decreases, so they can't move very readily. So they start, water, it can move. But when you start freezing it, the energy goes out until now when the particles are close together. Okay? When the particles are close, when the temperature is low enough, particles can no longer move or slide past each other, and they are now tightly together. And so the substance has become solid. Now, what about change of liquid to gas? Liquid to gas. The solids the particles are already moving, okay? But when you start to heat, the particles start to move even faster. Now, if the temperature is high enough to cause the liquid to boil, okay, the particles are very much faster, okay? To the extent that you can actually really see them moving, yeah? Really see them moving. For example, if you put hot water in a cup, you can see, yes, when it has been boiling, you can see some movement within the water itself. Why is that so? It's because the particles gained the moving energy, okay? Now they are moving very fast, and the bonds keep on breaking, so that, the particles are now even free to move apart. That is how you see, the vapor going, the steam going off the water every direction it would want, because the forces that were holding the particles together have broken. Now, this is the other way around when we are converting gas to liquid, because the particles now lose some of the moving energy, which we are calling the kinetic energy. Therefore, the forces that attract them together become greater, and as a result, the particles, are closer, and hence the liquid is formed. When a solid is turning to gas, the particles are tightly closed. Immediately, the forces are broken, all of them, not a few at a time, so that it just, are completely broken, so that the particles just escape as gas. Okay, and so those are the interconversions. And so that brings us to the end of our topic, which we have been looking at today, our lesson, which is states of matter and the changes in the states of matter.